When you think of Honda, what comes to mind? Probably safe, reliable, gets you from A to B kind of cars, right? The kind of car that starts every single morning, sips gas, and will never, ever leave you stranded on the side of the road. No one hears the name Honda and immediately thinks absolute, untamed insanity. But there was a time, a specific moment in history, when Honda basically said, forget all that. They decided to build something so out of character, so unexpected that it made car enthusiasts everywhere stop scrolling, look twice, and ask, wait, what on earth is that? See, Honda wasn't interested in just copying Ferrari. They weren't trying to chase down Lamborghini. They had a different point to prove. They wanted to build a car that didn't rely on huge horsepower numbers or flashy, look-at-me styling. They wanted to create something raw, something pure. A car that would brutally punish bad driving but magnificently reward genuine skill. In essence, they set out to build a street-legal race car that just so happened to wear a Honda badge. And the very first shock came from under the hood, or, well, behind the driver. There was no massive, rumbling V8. There was no turbo-induced madness. Instead, Honda did what they do best and went with a smaller engine, but one that revved to the sky. This thing didn't just accelerate, it screamed. We're talking about RPMs that would feel more at home on a superbike. You didn't just press the gas pedal in this car, you made a commitment to it. And the incredible thing was, the harder you pushed it, the better it felt. And the sound, oh, the sound. It wasn't a deep, guttural growl like you'd expect from a muscle car. It was sharp, it was mechanical, and it was utterly, completely addictive. It was the kind of noise that makes you downshift for no other reason than just for the sheer vibe of it, just to hear that engine sing its high-pitched song one more time. Then you step back and look at it. This car doesn't look friendly. It looks like it's ready for a fight. It's low, it's wide, it's aggressive, and it has zero chill. Every single line, every angle, every scoop is there for a reason. It's all about airflow, balance, and grip. There are no fake vents, no pointless styling fluff. It's pure function over form. And the experience continues when you get inside. Forget luxury, forget soft, plush comfort. This car is all business. You sit incredibly low, the cabin wraps around you like a cockpit, and every single control is exactly where your hand expects it to be. There are no distractions, there are no gimmicks. It's just you, the road, and the machine. But here's where Honda truly went off the deep end. They made it mid-engine and rear-wheel drive. Now, for a brand like Honda, that was completely wild. This is the company that built its entire empire on sensible, front-wheel drive commuter cars. And suddenly, here they were, dropping an engine layout typically reserved for exotic Italian supercars. The result of this decision was balance. Insane, physics-defying balance. Drivers who got behind the wheel said it felt incredibly planted, predictable, and gave them a level of confidence that was almost stupid. You could push this car to its absolute limits, and instead of trying to spin out and kill you, it worked with you. It communicated everything the tires were doing, right through the steering wheel and the seat. And on the racetrack, this car was a giant killer. It was embarrassing cars that cost 2, even 3 times as much. We're talking about legends from Ferrari, from Porsche. And this underdog Honda wasn't blowing them away on the long straights. It wasn't winning because it had some crazy top speed. It was winning in the corners. It could brake later, turn in sharper, and hold a tighter line. There was no drama, no sliding around. Just clean, clinical, precise performance. It was the ultimate proof that horsepower numbers do mean a thing if the car doesn't have the chassis to handle it. But here's the craziest part of all. At the end of the day, it was still a Honda, and that meant one thing: reliability. People took these cars to the track weekend after weekend. They drove them hard, they pushed them to their limits, they abused them, and they just kept going. There were no constant, terrifying breakdowns. There were no ridiculous, wallet-draining maintenance bills. You could actually own this exotic layout supercar and enjoy it without being in a constant state of fear about what would break next. That's the moment when everyone realized Honda wasn't just playing around. This wasn't some flashy car built to look good parked Resistencia Valet. This was a true driver's car, built by engineers for people who love to drive. Over the years, its reputation just continued to grow. Car enthusiasts and journalists started calling it one of the greatest driver's cars ever made. The prices on the used market started to climb. The demand went through the roof. And suddenly this weird car from Honda became a certified legend. Not because it was the fastest or the flashiest, but because it was real, it was authentic. No filters, no fake marketing hype. Just pure, unadulterated engineering, done right. Even today, people still talk about it in hushed, reverent tones like it was Honda's forbidden experiment. It was the moment that the safe, sensible company decided to stop playing by the rules, go completely unhinged, and drop one of the most iconic and insane driver's cars the world has ever seen. It proved that Honda could build something that didn't just compete with the best in the world, it could humble them. So yeah, Honda might be known for being reliable and practical. But once upon a time, they broke every rule in their own book and gave us a masterpiece. And if you know what car I'm talking about, you know. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, make sure to like and subscribe for more.